Ba-dum-bum-bum, ba-dum-bum-bum. I had some questions about how to leverage partnerships for explosive growth. And so I'm going to just do a frequently asked questions and answer as many questions as ChatGPT can give me. And then that way you'll have a good idea of how partnerships can help you grow your membership. So first, why are partners such a powerful strategy? Partners give you what's called OPR, other people's reach. And so in real estate, if you're buying property, you want to use OPM, other people's money. And growing your membership, you want to use OPR, which is other people's reach. And so that's the main reason you get other people's reach. What's another, or how can one good partner be more valuable than 100 new customers? So I'll tell a quick story. There was a dance membership that I was consulting with, and they had one partner that had 1.2 million subscribers on their email list, and they sent out one email saying, buy this dance membership. And she got 1,100 new signups at $1,900 a month. So almost $20,000 a month in recurring revenue, and that was from one email. And so one partner can change the game for your membership, and it can do it really, really quick, and it doesn't take time. Why do most business owners overlook partnerships? So most business owners just don't know how to do them. At least they don't know how to do them effectively. And I'll talk about, how to do them effectively in some of these other questions. But most people just don't know how to do them, and that's the main reason. And so if you have a couple good strategies, then you can just rinse and repeat those strategies over again. What makes partners more powerful than ads or organic growth? I'm not sure they are more powerful than ads or organic growth, but they can be. And so a couple of reasons. One, you get authority positioning. So if the brand is introducing you to their audience, then you already are kind of on a pedestal, and you have authority positioning, which makes it a lot easier for people to buy and sell from you. The other thing is that it can be a lot cheaper and quicker. So ads can be expensive. You can lose a lot of money. I'm sure people have done that. And then organic growth takes time. And so partners can give you the best of both worlds. It can work really, really fast, and it can be really powerful. And the ROI on it is really good if you understand how to do partnerships well. Can you share a story of a partner that completely changed their trajectory? Yeah, I shared the one about the dance fitness membership that got 1,100 new members. Brad and Kyle, the professional bowlers, they did a partnership where they got 19,000 new leads and over $8,000 in membership sales from partnering with bowling ball companies, and it cost us $0 to do that. So those are just two examples. We've also done stories with partnerships with yoga mat companies, and we've sold yoga memberships, and those have worked really well as well. Core framework. Why do you say every business needs to know its number one constraint before leveraging partners? So the reason is you need to know your number one constraint before leveraging partners, because all of your focus should be on solving your number one constraint as a membership owner. And so if you don't know your number one constraint, then you can still do partnerships and your business might still grow, but you're not going to unlock the massive amount of growth that you could if you were working on that number one constraint. So, and partnerships, there's lots of different ways to do them. And so you want to know your number one constraint so you can tailor the partnership to help solve your number one constraint. How does identifying your number one constraint guide your partnership strategy? So it just changes what you would do. So if you have a leads constraint, you might do like a free giveaway. If you have a conversions constraint, you might do a bonus or an upsell. It just really, it depends on how your partnership, or it depends on your number one constraint. And then you can tailor the partnership to fix that. Favorite strategies. If my biggest constraint is leads, how do partnerships help? So the best thing for leads is to do a free giveaway. You can partner with somebody who has a big list, and you can be a product or a service. We always say BDA, businesses only. So before, during, after your core offer for your membership. And you do a giveaway. And if the giveaway is big and exciting and aligned with your core audience, then you'll get lots of leads, and you can actually help with a free giveaway. Those will help with conversions too, but it's a little bit different of a strategy. If my biggest constraint is conversions, how do partnerships help? So doing the right partnership, you can add a bonus to your core offer, which will help conversions. You can generate more leads, which will help conversions as well, because if you just have more volume, then more people will purchase. Yeah, I mean, those are the two ways. You get more leads, and you can add and stack bonuses to improve the likelihood that people will buy your membership. If delivery is my biggest constraint, how can partners help? So if you partner with the right product, then the product that you are giving your members is actually going to help them get a better user experience. So in the yoga example, people can do yoga better if they have a yoga mat, so the delivery is better. In the bowling example, when people have a new bowling ball, then they're going to be better bowlers. And so if you choose the right partners, then the product or the service that you're partnering with is going to improve the delivery of your membership as well. My biggest constraint is retention. How can partners help? So easy strategy is that you can give your members a discount, an evergreen discount, right? So, hey, if you're a member, you get 30% off this product. And then that will incentivize them to stay as a member, and it will give them like a reward or a bonus as being part of the membership. My biggest constraint is Ascension. How can partners help? Partners can be great because you can just sell your audience their thing, or partners can sell your thing to their audience. And so, for us, we have a yoga membership, but we don't do yoga education. And so we can use partners to ascend people up our membership to get them to buy more things and to generate more profit for the business. How quickly can I get results from leveraging the right partner? How quickly can I get results from leveraging the right partner? Almost immediately. Once you do right partner, it's an email, it's a social post, and it can happen, as quick as you can write an email or a social post. So again, partners can happen really, really quick. That's why I like them. Organic takes more time. Paid ads can work quick as well, but they can be expensive and a net negative. So you can see results really, really quick, especially if you already have people in your network that you can talk to. What kind of revenue bump or retention have you seen? What type of revenue bump or retention lift have you seen? Massive. There's people who have zero businesses and have started their business with partnerships. So it'd be an infinite return because they went from zero to one client, zero to multiple clients. But yeah, I've shared a couple stories already, right? We've had memberships do over $7,000 in sales. We've had memberships that have done $20,000 in monthly recurring revenue. Some of those results are not typical, but a lot of them are, and it depends on the scale and the execution of the partnership. If I could only start with one partner, where should I begin? So always start with your BDA list, your before, during, after list, and that'll give you the best alignment for selling to your membership, because their audience, if they're going to buy it, if they're going to before, during, after is before they work with you, during the time with you, or after they work with you. So anybody who's on that BDA list at some point would interact or buy your membership. So it'll be warm, targeted leads as long as you have a good BDA list. So if you want to get started, find somebody on your BDA list. Why do entrepreneurs struggle to approach or leverage partners? Most of them, they just don't know how to do it, and they think it's harder than it is. Everybody that I've worked with to teach partnership strategies and growth strategies is usually shocked to figure out how easy it is. So don't be shy, go message some people. And then the other reason they struggle is they don't know how to craft these win-win-win scenarios that are win for them, win for the partner, and win for the audience. That's really all partnerships is win-win-win scenarios, and then finding the right partners. What mindset shifts unlock true partnership success? So the biggest mindset shift is that the partners want it, right? And that they don't know what they're doing, they don't have ideas, but they really want to work with people that are influencers and that have brands, or people, even if you don't have a brand, they like working with people who can help their audience, right? So if you're an expert, and even if you don't have a brand, you can go into the exact story that I've done, right? I've worked with membership software companies. I had no brand. I still have basically no brand. And I've gone in and I've taught their audience how to grow their membership. And then I've gotten, I think $15,000 in sales from upsells from that. And they were really happy for me to come in because they enjoyed all the things that I could teach, and I had helped them grow their business, because if their memberships are successful, then their business is successful.